Hi everyone, my name is Marissa and welcome to your 30-minute all levels yoga practice. This yoga class is designed for everyone from brand new to beginner to intermediate to advanced. I'll offer you many options as we move along so that you feel comfortable and you'll be able to enjoy the movement. Whatever you need to do to take a break, do that when it's necessary. Otherwise, I'll offer you breaks as we move along as well. Let's start this yoga practice standing. So I want you to find the top of your mat, which is the front. And I want you to go ahead and roll your shoulders back 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Good. From there, you're going to sweep your arms forward and up. Maybe even press your palms together, lean back, let your heart open. Good. Gather your hands down to heart center and close your eyes with me here standing. Engage the muscles in your low belly. Start to find and feel your breath. Notice the sensations surrounding you. Try to relax the shoulders, engage your strong core, and feel your heart reach forward. Good. Connect. How are you feeling? How is your body? How are you in this moment right now? Very important questions to ask ourselves, not only in a yoga practice, but throughout our life and our day, to make sure that we're always in a place that makes us feel satisfied, happy, and healthy. Exhale, release your hands down by your sides slowly. Sweep your arms all the way up on your inhale. Good. Fold forward on your exhale. Halfway lift your spine, flat back, gaze forward, reach your heart through, push back with your tailbone. And I'm using blocks beneath my hands here. You may or may not have blocks, and that's okay. Exhale, fold forward, slightly bend the knees, feel your head hang heavy here. Good. You're going to put your hands on your shins right below your kneecaps. Reach your chest forward. Again, this is called your flat back Ardha Uttanasana. So you could set your water on your back and it wouldn't fall. And then from there, I want you to exhale. Go ahead and fold forward again. Breathe out. Sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Squeeze your glutes, reach tall. Good. Now take your hands in a big circle. I want you to interlace your fingers at your low back. All right? So let those knuckles come together. And you may not be able to, so maybe you just hold on to your back instead. That's okay. Glide your knuckles down your bottom as you open up your chest. Good. And then exhale, either holding your low back or if you're interlaced with me, we're going to gently soft bend the knees, dive down towards the earth. Let the head hang heavy as we lift up through our knuckles. 3. Good. Stretch your shoulders. 2. And then as you exhale, hands to low back, hands to earth, breathe out. Halfway lift your spine, inhale, lengthen. Again, hands to shins, blocks, your choice. Exhale from here, we're going to put our hands down, step back into our first high plank. You can do this on your knees or your toes, so one foot steps back and then the other. Option 1, your knees are down. Option 2, your knees are elevated. Good. Find a little bit of strength here for 4. Engage your core. 3, 2, and then tap your knees down to the mat. Toes touch. Press back to child's pose. So your forehead starts to come down, and your forehead may not touch the ground. That's okay. If it is hovering, maybe you put a pillow or a block under your forehead to make it more comfortable. Exhale, release. Good. On your next breath, gently bring the body forward to tabletop. We're going to take a pose called thread the needle. So you're going to raise your right arm all the way up to the sky, giant stretch. Exhale, feed the right arm underneath the body, lay down onto the right shoulder. If your head is off the ground, put a pillow under your head. Otherwise, try to find the ground with your head. And now pick up your left arm. Reach over your head for the earth. Hand is down. You're feeling this nice twist and rotation. You should feel an opening in the back of the right shoulder and the side of your body. And then glide your left hand into place. Raise your right arm all the way up and open. Big stretch. And then release down. Switch to the left hand. Inhale, extend your fingertips tall. Good. Exhale, thread your needle. Laying down on the shoulder here, feel the energy on this side compared to the first side. Right arm reaches up and over the head. 3. Good. 2. And again, 1. Exhale, ground your right hand. Inhale, sweep your left arm all the way up. And then exhale, release. I want you to tuck your toes here. Try to hover your knees off the ground. So see if you can pick up your knees for 3. Your core should be really engaged. 2. And then you're going to keep picking up your knees and your butt until you extend your hips back to our first downward facing dog. Gaze back at your toes, lifting up through your butt, pressing back with both hands, holding and stretching. Good. Roll forward to plank. Option 1, drop the knees. Option 2, keep them lifted. Pick up the knees, push back to down dog. Good. I'll take option 1 with you. Roll forward, plank, drop the knees, hold. And then pick up the knees, push back, down dog. One more time, I'll take option 2 with you, plank. And then exhale, down dog. Go ahead and very gently walk on your feet up to your hands until you get all the way to the top. Bend your knees deeply, especially for those of you that are really tight, and just feel the stretch. Maybe even grab your legs if you're comfortable. And then push into your feet, rise to stand. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Good. Exhale, release your hands down by the sides. Step to the right into a wide-legged stance for me. So you're on what we call the long edge of our mat if you are using a mat. Otherwise, just step open to the right. Pivot your right toes to the back of your mat now. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider. And then go ahead and land in your warrior 2 pose. So Virabhadrasana B, we're bending the right knee forward. Our gaze is forward over our right arm and our shoulders are soft here. Draw your low belly in, engage your leg muscles. Good. Start to feel the energy in your legs. Reach forward with your right arm as far as you can. Notice how I'm reaching past my foot now, almost like I'm trying to reach away from the other side of the space. Rest your forearm on your thigh or go deeper if you'd like to. Raise your left arm up. Side angle pose. Take your left arm in front of the body, sweep it forward. And then let your bicep land next to your ear, palm facing down, or keep your arm straight up to the sky. Hold 3. Engage your core 2. And then slowly and carefully come back to what we call warrior 2. Right knee is bent. Right arm is long. Left arm is long. Good. And then straighten the right leg. Good. Exhale, put your hands on your hips. Turn your right toes inward. Go ahead and inhale, sweep your arms all the way up into the air. Exhale, bow down, hands towards the ground. Now you're going to pivot to the right side of the mat. Pivot, pivot, so you're framing your right foot again. You're going to lower your left knee down. Keep your left hand down, raise your right arm up for an easy twist. 3. Try to open up your chest and your shoulder. 2. Good. Exhale, release your right hand down here. Pick up your back knee on your inhale. Pivot through center as you exhale. Put your hands on your hips, gently stand up. Good. Let's do the same thing on the left leg. So you guys are going to pivot your left foot forward facing. You're going to heel toe your back foot back. Let your left knee bend forward. So find the alignment, knee to ankle, and then let your arms extend long. Good. Feel the activation in your legs here. Strong legs, strong core. Reach out from one end of the mat to the other. Really push down into the earth. Find strength in both of your legs. Good. On your next inhale, I invite you to reach out. So again, I'm reaching past my toes. If you notice, my hand is potentially reaching past my blocks. And then let your forearm come to your thigh. Let your right arm reach up, side angle on the left side now. And if you know this pose and want to go deeper, I invite you to do that now. Maybe sweep your right arm down in front of the body so it moves lateral. So the palm is facing down, the bicep is next to the ear, and then you're really pushing through your back foot as well. 3. If that doesn't feel good, keep your arm in the air. 2. And if you're shaky, you need a break, come out of it. 1. Exhale, reach back. Looking forward over the left arm, staying in that strong warrior 2. So we're building strength and stamina and endurance in our legs here. You should be feeling much stronger than when you started. Inhale, straighten the leg. Take a nice pivot of the toes inward. Good. Let your arms reach out wide. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, hands through the heart as you bow down. Now pivot forward, frame your left foot. Turn to the ball of your back right foot, just like we did on the other side. Lower the right knee. Good. From here, right hand stays down, left arm opens up, twist. Feel your chest roll open, send your gaze up, creating space. Your back toes can be tucked or untucked. Take a full breath in, reach up, and then release your hand as you exhale. Now, this transition is going to be different. We're going to step back into downward facing dog. So, hands down. Pick up your back knee, giant step back, down dog. If down dog is too much on the shoulders, you can completely be on your hands and knees instead, pushing your hips back like this, or keep your hips lifted, gaze to your toes, soften your knees for downward facing dog. Look left and right, feel the range of motion in your neck and shoulders. Good. We're going to raise our right leg from the back of the mat. So reach it up high, maybe point and flex your toes, getting some movement in the foot. And then I invite you to step your right foot all the way forward between your hands. Now, if your foot doesn't make it there, just take a few extra steps to get there. Lower the left knee. Option 1, keep your hands on the ground. Option 2, bring your hands up to your hips. Option 3, reach your arms forward and up. Knee down, crescent moon. Stretch. 3. Good. Enjoy what your body is doing, creating strength and getting stronger together. 2. Exhale, frame your foot on 1. Pick up your back knee for me. We're going to add a little dynamic movement. So we're going to straighten the right leg. And then we're going to bend the right knee. Straighten the right leg. And then bend the right knee. Good. One more time. Straighten. And bend. Step to the top of the mat. Both feet come together. Again, back to that halfway lift. So spine goes long, back goes flat. Look forward. And then fold in. Good. Let your spine round a lot. Slowly come up to stand. Take your time. Squeeze your feet together nice and tight. Reach your arms up. You're going to sit down into a pose called chair pose. So stick out your booty, sink low, hold. 3. It's just like a squat, except your feet are more narrow than a normal squat. 2. Exhale, forward fold, release chair. Take a half lift of your spine, gaze forward. Just step your left foot backwards. Keep your left hand on the mat. Raise your right arm up, open to twist. We took this twist with our knee down last time, so this time taking it with the knee up, turning the gaze to the ceiling. Release the right hand, giant step to down dog. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Option 1, shift to plank with your knees down. Option 2, knees up. Option 1, keep the knees down. Option 2, bend the elbows together. Chaturanga, that's your tricep push-up. Inhale, flip the feet as you come up through a back bend. You might have bent elbows or you might have straight arms like me. Child's pose, stick your booty out as it reaches back towards your heels, bringing your forehead down to the ground. 3. Slow down your breath. 2. And then on 1, you're going to gently rise back to tabletop, hands and knees. Go ahead and flip your right hand, take a little stretch of your wrist. You may or may not be able to make a full turn, that's okay. Flip your left hand. Drive the heels of the hands down, stretch out through the forearms, the wrists, the heels of the hands. Maybe use your hands a lot in your job, just noticing either way it's important to get a nice stretch in. And then pivot the fingertips forward. Good, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Left leg reaches up high this round, point and flex, stretch out. Good, push back. Exhale, step your foot all the way forward. And again, if it's not one giant step, maybe it's a few steps to get there. Lower the right knee down. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, bring your hands to your hips. Let your hips sink forward. You're going to feel this in the bottom right knee, hip flexor, thigh. Or biggest expression, arms into the air, reaching up, lengthening the spine, creating a back bend, 3. Keep opening your heart, 2. Really extend and reach. Take another full breath here. Good. Release your hands down to your yoga mat. Pick up your back knee, step forward. Lengthen your spine halfway again, flat back, long through the spine. Chin is reaching forward, crown of the head is reaching forward. Go ahead and take a few breaths for yourself here as you fold in. I notice every time I return to a forward fold, I get a little bit deeper. You may notice that as well, or you may notice that it becomes more challenging, and that's okay too. Slowly and carefully bend the knees a lot so we work with that rounded spine all the way to standing. Good. Sweep your arms all the way up into the air. Back to your chair pose. Go ahead and squat down. This time we take an open arm twist to the right, so rotate the right arm behind you. Roll the shoulder back. Keep your knees forward facing. Good. Inhale, reach forward with both arms. Exhale, left arm behind you. Open arm twist left. Good. Inhale, come back to center, long through both arms. Hold, 3. Stand up in 2. Hands to heart. Exhale, stand up. Bring your left knee up. Hold it right here. Flex your foot, engage your belly, stand tall. Glide your left leg back behind you as you reach your heart forward. Push through the bottom of the foot as you extend your chest. 3. Good. Hold it here. 2. If you're wobbling, that's okay. If you fall, try again. And then gently bring your knee back up to neutral. Take your right hand outside of your thigh. Take your left arm up, hold a wall, or see if you can rotate and gaze behind you. 3. Standing balances are one of the hardest parts of a yoga practice. Stay with me. 2. Come back through center on 1. Release your feet. And again, if you fall, try again. Raise your right knee up to your chest. We're strengthening the ankles, the muscles in our feet. Exhale, glide your right leg back. This is called Virabhadrasana C, known as Warrior 3. Heart reaches forward. Pull your belly in. Engage your core. Good. Keep reaching. Keep lifting. 2. Gently bring your knee back up. Hold steady. Left hand comes outside of your thigh. Right arm reaches up and open. Give me that nice twist here. Good. Maybe even roll the gaze back over your right shoulder. Engage the core. Keep lifting. Stand tall. Stand proud. And then when you're ready, inhale, come back. Feet together. Reach up. And then take a nice forward fold. Exhale. Again, repeat your half lift. Gaze forward. The right foot is going to step all the way to the back of the mat. The right hand is going to ground down below the right shoulder. Same thing as before, we take that gentle twist in our lunge. And again, our back knee is lifted. First time we did this, the back knee was down. Release your hand down. Step back to down dog. Ready, set, giant step together. Open your mouth. Let out a big exhale.
We'll try that flow one more time. It's known as your vinyasa. So inhale, forward plank. I'll take option 1 with you. Option 1, drop your knees. Option 2, keep them lifted. Option 1, push up on your knees. Option 2, stay on your toes. Transition, maybe your cobra looks small, just like this, elbows in. Good. Exhale, press back to your hands and knees or straight to down dog. Breath out. Raise your right leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip, creating space in your thigh, pushing down through your left heel. And then straighten your right leg, exhale, roll the foot down. Left side, inhale, reach. Exhale, bend and open. Left leg lifts. Exhale, step all the way forward. Boom. Good. Now we're going to repeat that dynamic stretching we did on the right side, which will then take us into a wide-legged straddle, okay? So we're going to bend our left knee forward, and then we're going to straighten the back leg and the front leg. Good. You already did this on the right side, so we're just moving into the left side now. Good job. And you may not be moving as fast as me. You may not be getting as much space. That's okay. And then take your pivot to the right, wide-legged forward fold. Good. This time, try to take your hands to your ankles, pull your chest to your thighs, and fold in. Try to soften the shoulders. Good. From here, hands to thighs, soften the knees, slowly stand up. Turn your toes out with me, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, so one foot and then the other. Hands to thighs, sink down. Reach your heart forward, feel the space in your inner thighs. Hands to heart, let's add a little pulse, build some heat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low, reach those arms wide, offering a big hug to our universe. And then stand up, straighten your legs. Good. Bring your hands to your hips. Step back to the top of your mat. And then gently bring your hands to your low back, one hand and then the other. Press your hips forward, squeeze your glutes, lift your heart. Good. Hold on to your low back as you bow down with me. Inhale, halfway lift your spine, gaze forward. Exhale, we're going to have a seat. So I want you to go ahead and bend your knees. Try to plop your bottom down without falling. We're going to pull our knees in towards our chest, moving into a pose called boat pose. So draw the knees in tight, reach your chest forward, engage your core. 4, 3, put your feet down if your back is hurting. 2, exhale, cross your ankles, sit up really tall for me. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, seated twist to the right. Gaze over your back right shoulder. Rotate the spine. Good. Chin rolls to chest for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Chin rolls to chest, creating a nice, gentle release of the neck. Good. Now we're going to rotate forward. You're going to bring your feet together. I'll kind of pivot to the side if it's easier to see, so that you're in a pose called bound angle known as Baddha Konasana, so my feet are touching. From here, I'm going to reach forward with my heart. Exhale, round down. Here you should feel the release in the low back, neck, and shoulders. A sense of peace here as you fold in. Good. Relaxing and breathing. And then bone by bone, inch by inch, you're going to take your time, come back up. And we're going to lay down on our backs for the first time today. So I invite you to find some space here on your mat. Lay all the way down. And then you're going to pull your right knee deeply into your chest. I'm actually going to pivot because of the sunbeam here. Coming in bright. And then with your right knee into your chest, I want you to exhale your right leg into the air. So maybe you hold above or below the knee and just feel the leg gently come towards you as you stretch out your hamstring. Maybe you grab your foot. And if you're like, hey, I cannot do that, it's okay. All the options. Hug your right knee back into your chest. And then lay your leg all the way down and switch. So pull the left knee into your chest for me. Exhale, right leg long. And then I invite you to extend your left leg to the sky, hold above or below the knee, and then gracefully with the flexed foot, pull the leg towards you. 3. Again, maybe you reach for the foot if you have room, but don't force anything. Notice my head is down and relaxed, and I want yours that way too. 2. And hug it in. Let both feet plant down on the earth here. Ground down through your feet, draw your belly in and down, and then lift up gently through your hips. Engage your glutes, palms face up or palms face down. This is called bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Lift your hips. If you have a deeper back bend practice, you're welcome to take that today. Otherwise, sticking here, option 1. And then lower down inch by inch, bone by bone. Once you get to the bottom of that back bend, take a breath in. Exhale, go ahead and lift your hips back up. Engage your glutes and your thighs. Press up high through your pelvis. Squeeze your bottom. Hold. 4. 3. Stay strong. 2. And then gently lower all the way down on 1. I want you to go ahead and soften the shoulders. You're going to drop your knees from the right to the left. So I want you to windshield wiper your knees. Just like windshield wipers on a car, we're just moving them from side to side gently. Left to right. Side to side. Good job. From here, you're going to ever so slowly let your knees come in towards your chest, wrap your hands around your shins, pull your low back down as you pull your knees in tight. Really push, push, push into the lumbar spine. Exhale as you breathe out. And then we're going to take a very yummy pose called Happy Baby. So I invite you to grab the sides of your feet. If you can't grab your feet, you'll grab your calf muscles or maybe even your hamstrings. Otherwise, grab your pinky toes, pull your knees down into your armpits, and stretch out your groin. Feel the release of the shoulders coming down. Close your eyes. You can rock side to side here. You can stay more neutral. Open mouth, exhale for me. And then I invite you to release your legs long into a pose called Shavasana. This is your final resting pose known as your corpse pose. So you're going to roll your palms face up by the sides. You're going to pull your belly in and down. And just going to feel your breath here nice and quiet. I invite you to notice the level of energy that you brought to this practice and how you feel now. Even if there's things that you couldn't accomplish today, please don't feel defeated. Please feel joyful that you were able to move together and try something new. And maybe come back to the practice at a later time. See if you can feel the back of your head, spine, glutes, hamstrings, heels falling into the earth below you. See if you can feel your body in relaxation. Take one more breath on your back. Open mouth, exhale to let it go. And then sweep your arms over your head, giant stretch if you'd like to. And pull both of your knees into your chest, engaging your core, giving yourself a big squeeze. Rock a little bit from left to right.
Good. Exhale, come up to seated. I invite you to take your time. Relax the shoulders. Notice how you feel after moving. Let's sweep our arms all the way up and take a seated twist to one side, turn and rotate. Good. Reach your arms up to the sky. Seated twist to the second side. Please turn and rotate. Gently come back to center. Inhale, raise your arms up one last time. Pull your hands all the way down to your heart and close your eyes with me. Again, appreciating this time that you took for your mind, your body, your soul, however deep your practice goes. I hope you have a beautiful rest of whatever's ahead of you today. Thank you for practicing with me. And as we bow our heads forward, namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you so much for moving.